お母さん。僕も。
Illegal anime websites and the internet have had a love-hate relationship for a while now, but the sites always found a way to crawl back. Until now. That pesky mouse did it this time, didn't he? To recap, earlier this year in India, Disney decided to seek a plea to ban some 118 pirated websites that stream animation illegally. That list of websites includes some heavy hitters in the arena of piracy like Kissanime, Go Anime, Horrible Subs, and many more. They basically wanted to take action against the sites that stream their copyrighted content now that they've built a strong database on ODT. Fair enough, but there's just one tiny problem though. What do anime streamers have to do with Disney? Indian courts, like the workaholics they are, decided to take matters into their own hands and solve the problem. All anime streamers are now gone. Now all of animation is safe from the dirty, rotten hands of freeloaders, and there's nothing. Oh look, Rick and Morty still plays on Kiss Cartoon. How did this website survive the crackdown? Could it be that this was just a ploy by Disney to blow out Japanese anime from the Indian streaming game? Would Disney really do that? Disney would totally do that. Yeah. This decision comes after Japan had announced a blanket ban on all the leech websites that were showing their anime and manga around the world without a license. Now I know, crying over not being able to steal from someone might not be the best of ways to gain sympathy points, but there is enough proper context when it comes to India and piracy that will be addressed here. So after some backlash to the ban, a lot of anti-piracy activists came ahead guns blazing at the lowly humans who stole from hard-working animation companies in Japan. Obviously forgetting about the long-standing issues in Japan about underpaid and overworked artists that has nothing to do with overseas income. I'm not saying that it does not have any impact, but putting the entire onus on illegal streamers is not fair, when the bulk of the blame should go to the companies that do not pay their staff adequately. The industry is hugely dependent on Japan's viewers, not the foreign ones, since anime is dubbed and distributed usually when it becomes success locally. It's not like every single person in Japan cosplays. Anime is just like any other cartoon there. They also tend to overgrow it as they become adults. So there's a good chance Japanese interest in the entertainment creates a financial panic as well. So blaming pirate sites like Kiss Anime seems like scapegoating, more than an ethical clampdown. Oh wait. First and main thing is animator and manga isn't getting. Companies should pay the workers. Due to piracy, they don't get enough revenue as much as companies should pay the workers. Because for even mini anime series, there are large companies should pay the workers. Another popular and solicited Uno card that people like to play is that just watch it legally. And I can't stress how burning that statement really is. And the frustration when it comes from Indians who know the pain. Here's a list of all the places that stream anime legally in India. I mean, it is the best of the lot, but a lot of it is seriously outdated. Like, who would want to watch Naruto? I don't think it's really fair for someone to wait a whole year to watch part 5 of JoJo. So it's pretty convenient streaming on illegal websites. There's good stuff as well, but there's some pretty good stuff here as well. Netflix's databases I would call really deep. I don't think Netflix would entice people if people have already watched all Miyazaki films. Next, there's Prime, that has a total of 6 anime anyway, so why bother? Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is a big guy when it comes to anime streaming across the world. But most of its stuff is blocked in India, so why bother? So I took a premium subscription for Crunchyroll just to see if there was any hidden content. Like, you could watch JoJo's Part 1 and Part 3, but nothing else is available. It's just there. Nothing opens up. No offense, but a lot of shows on these channels seem bottom of the barrel low budget stuff. And honestly, why would anyone choose this over the actual quality stuff meant to be distributed worldwide? I'm not being picky, but a demand for quality is fair game. Anime is no exception. Or should we just be grateful for anything? Literally anything. When you say there are a lot of legal options to watch anime, how much are you compromising on quality? The Indian anime community is built on the back of piracy, and there's a good reason for it. It's because anime was never bothered to be made legal and available in India, and it's a shame looking at the vast community that loves the art form. It's only because of websites like Kissanime that I could find stuff like Paranoia Agent. If I could paint a picture of just how big this community is. In 2019, there was a petition to release Tenki no Go in India, which received some 56,000 signatures, and it forced the film to release in the country, receiving a premiere during the Japanese Film Festival with a special meet and greet with my dad Makoto Shinkai, which I missed because I thought he'd be in Gurgaon PVR, but he was actually in Delhi, and This is a promise, Shinkai. I will find you. I will shake your hand and I will tell you that I am the adopted son that you never knew about. I will not be avoided. But anyway, do you know I watched Kimi no Na wa 10 times and only one of those was actually legally during the festival. In my defense, I was just helping Shinkai not make any more money because he pleaded people do not watch it anymore. Such an anxious stud. But yeah, that is the kind of love anime has gotten in India. With this clampdown and the current situation showing no signs of Japanese Film Festival returning, this year looks to be doomed, if it didn't anyway. But hey, we've got coming back to Disney, and people who believe it's gonna bring anime through its portal. It's not. It's we can't trust Disney. Do you know the kind of saturation it's trying to do? It's trying to actually remove every reference of beef in DuckTales, even ham from Hamburger. Seriously, we want Attack on Titan, an allegory on propaganda and mass anxiety of terror in their hands? Anime fills a lot of roles. Contrary to what people think, it's not just big dudes and mecha fighting. When anime wants, its world building can comment on our world in so many ways that make the art so unique and universal. So, Shah, Disney, yeah. If you won't believe that, I'm not going to stop you. The overall story of Disney's appeal is also something to note. Being in a collaboration with Jio, India's biggest telecom network, and company of a guy who is best buds with the government, it spells all the more sinister. The rush that this was done in and the hush that surrounded it does not echo morality and ethics to be totally fair. There's a reason Disney would be really cautious of platforms that people will stream way more than their animation programs. If a total nobody underdog releases a film in the country in mere 78 theaters and pulls in 6.6 million rupees in its opening without any proper promotion, as compared to mine that raked a lot more but with a heavy advertisement campaign, I'd be shit scared too. And that is how we left in this state. Well, people who really want that piece of anime gold will honestly find a way. But it's sad to think about the future of a community built on the love it shared for something that wasn't even theirs. But they still took it and made it their own. I'm not saying piracy is good and whatnot, but what does someone do if the only other way to watch Hiroaka was to wait a goddamn year? I'm willing to wait, and I am. But who else in their right mind would? In this age at least. Also, to the lot of you, if you are illegally streaming knowing there's no other way to watch, there are still more ways to support these anime. buy their available merchandise, for example, stream their music legally through proper channels, spread the word about them. It's not monetary, but it's something between the band in Japan and the stuff at Disney. While it was presumably done to keep the sanctity of creative rights intact and the corporations came out to be the winners, the losers sadly are all the fans of anime. But hey, first world problems, am I right? It's 4 a.m. right now. It's been 24 hours since I've been awake. I was at a shoot the entire day when I thought about picking up some thoughts about this. It's something new that I've attempted. I've never felt this awkward in my life talking to a camera for the first time. But I do hope you enjoyed some stuff and I'll do better. I hope you at least agreed with some of the points that I made. If not, just subscribe and we'll call it a day. Also, are you a part of the anime community? Could you invite me? I promise I'll be good. I could do an L impression. I've always wanted to do an L impression. Okay, bye.